but you're looking through the past 10 seasons and it's like outside of, potentially Zane Parekh, maybe Reshny, who you got on there that actually became legitimate NHL stars. You got two guys on there and they just lifted two back-to-back Stanley Cups for a different team. So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the In the Dome podcast. We got a fun little experiment today. We're going to be going through the top 5 draft picks in the last 10 years. Was this a challenging exercise for you?
No, it was actually pretty easy. It took about 8 seconds.
Not like there's a lot to choose from. Our lists are a bit different. You haven't seen mine yet, but I took mine from a slightly different approach as you. You took yours from more of a depressing approach, as per the usual. I took mine as more of from a projecting an optimistic future approach. So we'll get into that.
Well, as a whole, if history tells us anything, Dustin Wolf will be playing and winning awards for a different team pretty shortly here. If we're going by the history of my list,
right? If the Flames, if we use Google to predict the Google approach, predicting what the Flames' future will look like based on the past, it's likely to happen. Somebody
did that the other day. They had ChatGPT predict like the next 50 Stanley Cup winners, and Flames did not make the list.
How many times are the Coilers on there?
Even AI knows we're mid.
We can't even trick AI for fuck's sake.
Can't even trick them. The pattern recognition of this supercomputer is super on point, apparently.
I'm gonna try that out for this. So looking in the past 10 draft years, how was this experiment for you? Was it did it add to your begrudgingment, or is that even a word?
No, I mean, I'm used to this stuff already. We've kind of already, right? You've already been through this. I don't know. It's kind of surprising when you go back and look at like, hey, the Flames actually drafted really well, and then nothing really came of it. That's kind of a bummer, like they actually nailed two drafts in a row, like 2015, 2016, like knocked them out of the park, and then we didn't win anything. So surprising, no, depressing, kind of, I guess. I mean, it's good in the sense that they're actually doing a good job drafting. A+ on the drafting, maybe a more D to the F grading on the
player development,
retaining and developing these players. So.
We bring guys like Bader on the show. We also had Nick Yakupov on, and Kent Wilson, and a lot of prospect projecting and scouting is really what do these players turn into. I know that there's a star component to it. There's an NHLer is kind of the bottom tier is, this guy's probably an NHLer. He's going to play in the NHL. He's going to make the NHL. And then there's star level player. Do they get into superstar status in these projections? But you're looking through the past 10 seasons and it's like outside of, potentially Zane Parekh, maybe Reshny, who you got on there that actually became legitimate NHL stars. You got two guys on there and they just lifted two back-to-back Stanley Cups for a different team. So
and another guy probably won a Norris Trophy. So. Whoops.
So I don't know. I don't know if this is the same for all NHL teams. I feel like it's not, but we're gonna go through the top 5, our top 5 draft picks in the last 10 years. Let's start with you. Should we work 5 to 1 or 1 to 5? What do you think's more?
Let's go 5 to 1. That's
okay. 5 to 1. So I'll let you go first. And I did look. This you included the past 11 drafts.
Did I really?
I know you went 10 years back, but you had one guy on there that was drafted 11 drafts ago. But we'll let it slide.
You guys, we'll let it slide.
I
mean, it's slim pickings here, okay?
Slim pickings. Come on.
If we're going 2015,
throw the guy a bone here.
I gotta include these guys.
Who throws a shoe?
I don't get that reference.
Austin Powers. I mean, really? You fight like a woman. I got a guy in my office, and him and his girlfriend are watching some English show. So we've been chatting English accent for the last few days.
That's they don't make movies like that anymore, do they? They don't really make original content. Hey,
No, it's just recycle and repeat. Jurassic Park 3, I saw it in the drive-through the other day. Jurassic Park, actually, that's probably like Jurassic Park 5.
This is like 10, yeah. I think they're up for like 10 or something.
But it was good. The first one that took place in the water. I liked it. Anyhow, give us your
water.
Yeah, we got water dinosaurs now, bro. And then there's a mutant dinosaur because they were mixing around with gene splicing and whatnot. And the big ass bat
will get you, man.
I don't want to spoiler alert, I guess, but the main dinosaur at the end is like 6 times bigger than T-Rex, and he looks like an alien. So they really went off the cuff with that one.
Well, did you see Superman yet? I'm not into that.
No, I've kind of given up on the superhero movies since.
Yeah,
no, in the past 5 years, it just took a big dip.
It's just terrible. Anyways, I know. Yeah, I know. I went back to 2015 because there's two good players in this draft. Well, there's 3 really, but 2 that really stand out. Number 5 on the list, 6th round pick, Andrew Mangiapane, 6th round pick, almost 500 NHL games so far. Scored 35 goals with the Flames one season. He's a very good player for the team for a long time. So
that's some solid drafting.
That's some solid scouting. That's some solid drafting right there. Andrew Mangiapane turned into a great player. Awesome player. Still is. Hopefully he isn't anymore. But given where he's playing, but that was a hell of a pick back in 2015. And that's really to give Brad credit. I know he shit on him for like 10 years, but he really did turn the drafting.
Hasn't stopped.
He really did turn.
Why are you talking in the past tense?
Yeah, that's true. We've shit on Brad for the past. How long has he been? 15 years, 12 years, 11 years, something like that. But hey, the guy came in and really kind of did help fix the drafting of this team, because if you look prior to like 2015, it's a lot of holy shit, what are we doing, guys? So,
but you had Monge a little higher in your list, didn't you?
I had him 5th on my list.
Oh, okay, so you changed your list up a little bit since you sent to me.
Well,
or you just sent me 5 guys not ranked.
I sent you 5 guys not ranked.
Okay, Mangiapane.
But I gotta say the Oilers factor did.
Well, and see, I also factored in.
You can't be doing that.
The current reality, this current state of things, into my picks, as well as potential future. So a little off the cuff, I'm going to go with, is it Cole? What's Reshny's first name?
You're going with Reshny already? Wow.
I'm going with Reshny already.
I like it.
We'll see what this kid turns into. He's got serious potential. I know all the prospecting models have him projected to have a potential star status in the league. And partly I'm sick of being depressed all the time. I want to.
You're going more future.
I'm changing my ways as of right now.
You are? Well, I think you're actually like naturally pretty upbeat and positive.
I'm a little bit more on the optimistic side, but this is more of a hopeful top 5 pick for me.
I like it. I saw Reshny like walking around development camp. I mean, they look like children. So a lot of them look like children because they are children, and it's like you kind of get a reminder of like how old you are and how young you are.
Every year that we get older and we see the next draft class,
holy shit! I know, it's like they literally look like children.
They're just kids, folks.
I saw Zane's brother like walking around, and I was like, he looks like he's 10 years old. No offense, but because I look 10 years old. But Reshny looks like he's French for some reason. Every time I see him, I expect him to speak in a French accent. He looks like a older French gentleman. It's kind of weird.
Dear God, please not another Frenchman.
Remember how excited I was
for life. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what Cole Reshny, and obviously this is hopeful picking, but I do think if you're looking at going back 10 seasons, he does have a decent shot to come in at top 5, pending playing the majority of his career in Calgary, hopefully on a eventual cup contending team. And like you said, as soon as Mangiapane signed that contract with the Oilers, there's no way he's making my top 5 list.
He's not making any
on that merit alone.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to 4.
Remember the good times. Well, I guess my 4 also is from technically 11 years back. What, it's still 10 drafts. Or no, 10 years. But it is the same draft. Rasmus Anderson, second-round pick that year. See, again, you're going to notice a trend through these top 5 picks. It's like all these players are like players who are either gone or going to be gone soon. But Anderson at 53 overall in 2015. They also got Shillington that draft. You could probably throw him an honorable mention. But that was the year they didn't have their first-round pick because True Living had traded it to get Dougie Hamilton. So to be able to walk out of a draft where you don't have a first-round pick with a legitimate top 4 defenseman in the NHL, who's played 500 games, who's been a really good Calgary Flame, I think that's a hell of a pick. Those are 2 awesome picks out of the OHL that year, Anderson and Mangiapane.
Anderson turned out to be a real solid NHLer, a legitimate pro. We'll see where his career takes him beyond the Flames. Do you hope this guy wins a cup? I guess it depends what teams he goes. Yeah,
it depends what teams he goes to. Anywhere in Canada, no. Unless it's the Habs, maybe. But I've always said this, like we've been talking about. Everybody's like, "Oh, trade Anderson. He's a really good player." He had those 2 or 3 years. I think it's kind of shitty for him that he was kind of playing his best hockey during the dumb bubble COVID shit. That kind of fucked up a lot of people's. Didn't fuck up their careers, but it's just like a blip where it's just like, well, shit, man. It's 2019, 2020, 2021. He was kind of in his prime, I think, and then he really, really took off when Daryl Sutter was here, and I think Daryl Sutter had a profound impact on a lot of those guys who were playing here
big
at that
time.
Hanifin, Anderson, Shillington, they all played their best.
He turned a lot of kind of bubble fringe guys into legitimate hockey players. Yeah.
But Anderson, from the moment he came in, and he came in pretty early. I think he played his first few games at the tail end of the 2017-2018 season, which was a fucking terrible season because Gulletson was behind the bench. It was just brutal. But then he came in the next year, played a full season. He was playing on the third pairing. It was him and Shillington a lot of the year, and then him and Fantenberg in the playoffs. But he was really good that season. Fantenberg. Brad's big deadline acquisition for the best team in the West.
We're going all in. We believe in this group.
Going all in.
We believe in this group.
Mark Stone, we're going for Fantenberg.
We believe in this group. We're getting Fantenberg, boys.
But yeah, he was really good. He was really good that year, and he earned a great contract. And I remember when he signed that contract very early on, people were like, "Wow, this is an overpay." But those contracts, generally always work out and are always more favorable as they go along. So, second round pick, 2015, he's turned into a hell of a defenseman.
Okay, number 4. Again, I think you're more leaning on to, as of right now, who are the top 5 draft picks. I'm also projecting. I'm going to take Coronado at number 4. What we've seen from this kid, man, I don't know. He might be able to hit 40 goals. Dude, if they can get some skilled centermen with this guy, could he hit 50 in his career? The kid can snipe, dude. I haven't seen this level of goal scoring prowess since obviously Sean Monahan. Maybe before that, Cam Larry. Going back, I don't want to put him in the books as a Ginley yet, but definitely my current favorite Flame outside of Dustin Wolf. It's pretty close, but this kid could have a seriously solid NHL career with the Flames. Got him locked up.
You're crazy.
You're out to lunch.
We said, I think it was the beginning of last year, we were saying Coronado should be a perennial 30 to 40 goal scorer in the league. And everybody was freaking out and saying, "You're crazy. Like, he's not proved anything, blah, 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 all this dumb shit." 24 goals this year were we the second or third lowest scoring team in the NHL? So
for a guy that had to fight and claw his way into the lineup in the first, 15 games of the season.
Fighting claw, he's in the fucking minors, dude. In the minors. You led the preseason in scoring. It was in the minors at the beginning of the year.
Got it. Come and take those spots. We had the preseason scoring. Not like that.
Nah. And also, I know plus minus isn't like the be all end all, but again, on a team that struggled mightily to score goals. And for a while there, it was pretty rough waters defensively, a +6 on the year. 40, he almost had 50 points this year. So I think even just besides the goal scoring, it's like that was a very impressive season. I know he signed the big deal and he's like, on everybody's radar now, but like I don't think you can understate how awesome of a fucking year Matt Coronado just had. It was a great year.
100%. Outside of Kachuk and Perek, he's the highest draft pick at 13th overall in the past 10 drafts.
That's kind of sad.
And remember when he was selected, it was like, yeah, all the guy does is score goals. But that's not true, man. Like he's a low-key great playmaker. We've seen that all season long.
He's a dog.
Works his balls off. Great at winning battles for a guy that's, how old is he?
Did he just turn 22? So he's turning 23 in November.
Like, what's this guy? What's this battle compete level going to be when he's 25, 26, when he starts to, become just as big as the league and bigger than some other guys. So really love what we have here in Matt Coronado. It's just awesome to always have a fucking game breaker, right? He's got potential to be an absolute fucking game breaker, a guy that can score at any point in time, at any point in the ice. Just his release is unbelievable. His setup to get himself in the position to release is unbelievable. This guy knows how to score goals. Yeah,
his motor's unbelievable. He's like an all-around awesome player. And like you said, that was kind of the knock. Well, which is also one of my favorite knocks on guys too. Is like all he does is score goals. That's what they said about I always remember they said about Monahan. He's not scoring goals. He's not doing anything. Cool. Don't go fucking care.
Yeah, the hardest thing to do in the league. He's the best, one of the best at it. That's all he does, though.
When he's not doing it, he's not doing anything. Great. I don't care. It's awesome. Great trade-off. But like you said, I think he proved this year to be +6 on a team that struggled a lot defensively early on and couldn't score a goal to save their lives. So fucking impressive stuff.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, where every nail-biting overtime win is a barn burner, every face-off, hat-trick, power play, shot on goal, penalty shot, and every suspenseful minute in between is amazing. Whatever the moment, it's never ordering it. Bet365, an official partner of the NHL. Download the Bet365 app and use the code NATION to get in on the game. Must be 19 or older. Please play responsibly. All right, let's go to selection number 3.
Okay, this is tough because obviously fuck Adam Fox.
Fuck him.
And obviously I love Dustin Wolf. But I think at this point, you still have you still put Wolf at 3, I guess. I'm still putting Wolf at 3 as of this point because I was thinking about like the players who have become the best in the league up to this point over the last however many drafts, over the last 10 years. So I have Dustin Wolf, number 3 here, even though I hate Adam Fox. So my reason being the guy won a Norris Trophy. He's been a really good player in the league for a while. Wolfie's awesome. He's runner-up for the Calder. We all saw what he did this year, but I guess if we're being technical, we have to wait a little bit before we declare him, better than a guy who's won the Norris Trophy. So I think he's projecting. Hopefully he's projecting to have a much more storied career. I hope. But we're just holding off just yet. I don't want to put the cart before the horse here. So at number 3 on my list, Dustin Wolf, seventh round pick in 2019, 214th overall.
I mean, as far as value picks, can you get any better than that?
No, you can't.
Like top 10.
That's going to go down. That's going to go down 10, as like Lundqvist level pick, man.
Top 10 all-time value picks. Yeah. He might be number 1. He could easily end up being number 1. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, Spencer Knight went 13 overall. Spencer Knight went 13th overall to Florida in that draft. And who's the better goaltender right now? I don't even think it's particularly close. Yeah. So, it's just unbelievable value. Can you even say like unbelievable value? Like I said, this is like Lundqvist level shit right now. Like he's trending. He just had one of the best rookie goaltender seasons we've seen in a really long time. So this goes beyond value pick. This is like into fucking supernova astronomical value pick.
Well, this comes back to when we had Bader on. He's very, very rational in his answer when I say, do the Flames have a chance to be a cup contending team? He's flat out said if they keep drafting it where they have and get lucky, they need to get lucky, keep drafting, and then make some very, very shrewd moves that pan out, then yes. And this is one of those, they got lucky.
It's more of those shrewd moves we're kind of worried about here.
Right.
And more about making those really shrewd moves.
So I refused, absolutely flat out refused to put Fox in my list. And I'll even push back and say, how good of a draft pick was this if the guy played 0 Flames or 0 games with the Flames?
I respect your ability to stick to the hate. You're a top tier hater. I like it.
I didn't want to pick any former players for the sake of keeping my feel good vibes alive, but obviously I have to give props to my boy. He's still my favorite player, even though he plays for the Florida Panthers. Matthew Tkachuk. And obviously, come on. Obviously, he's number 1. But again, I told you my approach going into this. I'm projecting from a Flames perspective for the Flames organization, the top 5 picks in the past 10 drafts, not necessarily the top 10 picks for the NHL. So
some good logic. Obviously,
Tkachuk at number 3.
Obviously, I have him at number 1 because he'll be the best player the Flames ever drafted, maybe other than Brett Hull. And he might even, at the end of his career, you'd put him side by side with Brett Hull.
Future Hall of Famer.
Future Hall of Famer. And I remember when the trade happened, we were saying this. We were like, I don't know, we were excited, but we were also kind of bummed out because we were like the big Tkachuk guys when a lot of people weren't. You're going to pay him $9 million? He's not worth $9 million. Oh, he can't be captain, all the shit. And
no, he's not a playoff performer.
Doesn't show up in the playoffs.
Me.
I'm like, the guy's 24 years old. And I was lamenting. I was like, "Fuck, this is going to be such."
It's not even like, oh, he plays in the fabric of the game. Yeah. Bro is the fabric of the game. He is the fabric of the game.
And I was just like, at the end of his career, it's going to be like kind of a sad little footnote. It's like, when you go back and look at like old players, it's like you go look at Brett Hull's hockey team. He played the Flames draft. Brett Hull played in Calgary, or like this player played there. Wow, I didn't even know that. That's going to be.
I don't know. I think he made enough noise here in Calgary that people won't forget it. Especially the whole Battle of Alberta freaking.
He made enough noise in like what 5 seasons to last a lifetime for most guys. So
let me ask you this: is Matthew Tkachuk still your favorite player?
Yeah,
it sucks, eh? He's still my favorite player.
Fuck. Well, it's hard because, like, you enjoy watching what he's doing. How many you're always fucking bitter about it.
I'm curious how many seasons removed it'll be until my favorite player is actually a Calgary Flame again.
Yeah, it'll be a while. Probably with Wolf and Coronado around. Like, it's coming back around, but it wasn't like because the only thing I have to compare to is when Iggy was traded in 2013. I mean, that was different because we all were cheering for Iggy and we wanted him to win, but we were also focused on our team rebuilding and stuff. So it wasn't like it was with Tkachuk where it was like we lost him and then it's just been like he's winning and we suck. But back then it was like they traded Iggy, I think in like 2013. And there was a couple years there where it sucked, but then they got Monahan. Gaudreau was in the pipeline. Gaudreau showed up shortly thereafter. So you could like go right into that. Cheering mode. So it's this season was maybe kind of like that with Wolf, but we still haven't had like that playoff success and that ability to move on. And again, you're seeing Tkachuk win the cup every fucking year. So it's getting close, and I'll be glad when it's over.
It'll be a good day.
Think like that. It'll be a really good day. Yeah.
All-time favorite Flame is
for me.
Yeah.
Well, Kachuk's probably Kachuk's 2 behind Johnny and Iginla, obviously.
But yeah, Johnny's got to be up there. Iggy's obviously all-time favorite Flame number 1. Iggy, probably Johnny 2, Kipper 3, and then Tkachuk 4.
I feel like a fucking doofus not putting Kipper on my list. Quit. Pretend I didn't say that. Revision. It's Johnny and Iginla 1.
Tied
Kipper
for 1.
2. They're tied for 1. And Kipper 2. Kachuk 3. Fucking idiot over here disrespecting me. Kippersoft. What a dipshit.
Hey, man, no one ever remembers the goalies. Come on.
It is true. And he wasn't
not
here
your
that
fault.
long. He's out of sight, but what a fucking doofus.
All right.
All right. Well,
Let's go to
I've got Fox number 2. I'm sorry.
I can't. That's disrespect.
He's won a Norris Trophy. He was a 3rd round pick. It's an unbelievable pick. It's a great pick. They picked him 66th overall, 3rd rounder. A right shot D who was a little undersized, a little undervalued. Wins the Hobey Baker. Wins a Norris Trophy. I think he put up like 3 straight seasons with 70+ points in New York. So it was a really good pick. It was a really good pick, even though fuck that guy and fuck that guy forever. And he's
Keep booing him. Keep booing him.
He will never stop booing him because I think I think we need to boo him even harder because he represents really, if we had him, I think that's what pisses me off the most. It's like, because you look at that rebuild cycle where the Flames actually drafted
100%. Yeah.
really well, did a lot of really good things, kind of did things. They made some
Although
mistakes.
he turned into Hannafin and Lindholm, and so
Yeah.
are we the same juggernaut we were without Lindholm on that top line that one season? But yes, I agree. I would rather have.
But if you just kind of if you squint a little bit and be like, hey, if our core of players is Kachuk, Gaudreau, Monahan, Sam Bennett, Adam Fox. Fuck, man, that would have been that's a
Mike Smith.
Yeah, that's what I always said is like we were Mike Smith. Smith. Who else? Who else we got? Lucic, James Neal. Some really good players. Travis Hamonic. Jankowski. Yeah. 3rd line center, Jankowski. But if they had that one, that's what I always said Tree Living missed out on. He one more year. That's why the Hamonic trade was such a screw up, because they needed that one more piece. The Dobson or the Fox. So fuck him, but it was a great pick. Can't deny it. And the prick, you can't even blame the Flames because the prick was like, oh, yeah, I still want to play Calgary. He didn't make his intentions known until it was time, until he had all the leverage. So this is a good pick.
At number 2, I'm picking Zane Parekh. Obviously, he's only played one NHL game. Obviously, I'm projecting. I'm looking into the future with the current selections. And, man, this kid has star quality all over him. He could be a superstar in this league, and hopefully he is. And hopefully we have many, many, many years of this to come. Hopefully. What do you think about having Parekh?
I think that's great. I thought about it too, but then within the confines of my logic, I was like, yeah, I'm just going with where the players had now. So I think this will go down. And again, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but I think similarly with the Kachuk pick back when he fell to 6, when, at the time, I think most people were like, man, Kachuk probably could have gone top 3, but it wasn't like this, like, oh, what a steal, until maybe a few years later. It was like, he probably should have gone 4 or 5 for sure. And when he came to 6, it was just like, holy fucking shit. I cannot believe he fell to us.
Yeah.
And now
I still remember the audible gasp.
Oh, yeah.
When Vancouver selected Ulevy over Kachuk.
It was crazy.
Hear a pin drop in there.
Jim Benning special right there. But
could you imagine if we were playing against McDavid against the Oilers and Vancouver had Kachuk?
Oh, thank the Lord, dude. See, sometimes
where would Vancouver be right now if they had that core of Pedersen, Kachuk, Besser?
Holy smokes!
Who do they got in that again? Hughes.
Demko, even though he's been hurt.
Fuck.
Man. Maybe it isn't just us that missed.
There's a cup contending team. Well, Vancouver, Jim Benning has had plenty of those.
Jim Benning. Oh, I miss the days when it was like the 3-head, when Tree Living was like the smartest guy in the West. It was like we're going up against Chiarelli and Benning. And it's like Brad was like actually the sharpest out of all of them. I miss those days. But but you go back and you do that draft over again, and it's like I guarantee
the smartest of the 3 Stooges.
Yeah, He's Larry.
He was
and
Mo.
then
He was
Kurt.
yeah,
He's Mo. Yeah.
yeah, Mo. Yeah. Who would
He'd
Jim
clunk our
Benning?
heads together like Mo. We'd clunk both their heads together.
Jim Benning would have been Larry, and then the dumbest one would have been
Yeah.
Chiarelli.
Hey,
Or
but I've always made the argument Chiarelli actually really did some. He made a couple bad trades, but hey, he locked Draisaitl up to that mega deal, which is
He made some bad signings too, though.
yeah, that's true. Lucic, fortunately, we had to deal with that. But you look back, Kachuk probably goes 2 overall. Well, he goes 2 overall for sure, and guaranteed with the success he's had, some GMs are picking him over Austin Matthews.
100%.
You may not like that, but absolutely. And so you kind of look, and we're a long ways away from that, but you look at some of the guys who were selected before Zane Parekh at 9, and you kind of think like, hey, in 5 years, and people are kind of already saying this. I think you've seen some of these lists of like top prospects in the NHL. I've seen Zane like 4th or 5th behind like Celebrini, Demidov, a lot of these highly ranked players who were picked at the top 3 or top 5. So you know what?
We have a potential superstar here.
We have a potential superstar. I don't even know if it's potential. Like he's tracking to be that. You just kind of look and you go like, hey, there's a few guys on that list that if a team already could draft Zane Parekh where they drafted their guy in the previous 8 picks, they'd probably take him. So I think we're going to look back and be like, holy shit, what an absolute steal for the Flames at 9.
You obviously have Kachuk at number 1. Like you said, if Austin Matthews doesn't win a Stanley Cup, I mean, if you're looking at playoff performance alone, just in the past 3 seasons, then for sure, GMs are picking Kachuk 1, Matthews 2. We'll see what the rest of Matthews' career pans out, but man, Kachuk is like the Florida Panthers. They're set up to potentially win another Stanley Cup. Matthew Kachuk, imagine when he lifts 3 cups in a row.
How about this? How about he wins another one and then I think he'd probably want to play in St. Louis, but can he like come back for like a few years when he's old, please, Chucky? Like, holy fucking shit, dude. You fucking know what's wrong.
I could see him coming back.
Come back.
Florida goes through their heyday. They start going through the rebuild process. He's got 2, 3. He could be the next Corey Perry, dude.
That's who he's always balling.
Now when Flames come back in a cup contention, yeah. If St. Louis is in a rebuild phase, then I could definitely see it happening.
Come back, Chucky. I was thinking about that the other day, because I remember when they signed Yager back in like 2017, 2018, which was really cool, really awesome. But the word was that they also were sniffing around Iggy and they kind of wanted him to come back. And they ultimately went with kind of Sonny Yager over Iggy. But I can't believe the Flames are not doing this with Gio the last few years. And I guess I'm just a fucking sentimental loser and shouldn't be running hot. If I was running the Flames, it would just be like I'd be doing all the old hits. I'd be bringing I should go work for the Oilers because this is how the Oilers operated for a while. Just bring the old boys club back. But I think Matthew Tkachuk owes us a couple seasons to finish out his career and come help us win a Stanley Cup when Zane's in his prime and Wolfie's in his prime. He can come back, play on the third line. Backlund will still be here, probably be like 45, still be like playing all the hard minutes. He can reunite with Backlund and they can lead us to a cup.
Hey, maybe he'll eventually slot where he truly probably always belonged. 3C.
Yeah, exactly.
Number 1, I got absolute fucking full belief in this kid. We already touched on it. The value of this guy in a 7th round pick where we picked him, projected what this kid could do. Again, I'm projecting and I'm optimistic, but I truly believe in this kid. I think Dustin Wolf, when it's all said and done, when we're looking back at this 10-year segment, obviously you take Chuck out of it, but I wanted to give the current players the edge. It's more of a feel-good selection for myself. Dustin Wolf, number 1.
I like your list better than mine now that I'm going through it. I'm like, here's just like this feels way better. Like,
mine's more fun.
I feel disgusting now. I feel disgusting. I feel disgusting saying Adam Fox was a better pick than Dustin Wolf.
Well, this is why we call
take my disgust.
Together.
Please forgive me, everybody. Please. I don't want to be like this.
This is why we compliment each other on this show.
Are they
Two
going to
pers-
fucking
two different
extend Wolf, or
perspectives.
what's going on here?
Right? I can't remember who it was. It was a Flash. It's like today would be a good day for
July
release,
21st would be a great day.
to release a Dustin Wolf 8-year extension.
Maybe he's just coming back down from the Stampede. He had himself a good time, like we talked about last week. Shania Twain is tweeting out this kid. This kid's the face of our fucking city right here, eh?
100%.
You like to see that shit.
That'll do it for the top 5 draft selections in the past 10 years. Anything else you want to add? Keep on doing what you're doing, Connie, and draft team. Like, let's
keep on going. Just one more. I think one or two more drafts like we just had. Because again, like I said, you look back specifically at the 2015, 2016 drafts. The 2015 draft, we didn't even have a first round pick. You just look at the effect that like 2 or 3 excellent draft years can have on your team. And it got you 3 core players in 2015, 2016. So, hey man, like sometimes I get down in the dumps. I think rightly so, given that we've been doing this show for fucking 150 years and we haven't won anything.
I'll tell you why you're in the dumps. 40 of your 5 picks aren't even on the Calgary Flames anymore. That's why you're in the dumps.
Exactly. Oh, let's look at our best draft picks in the last 10 years. Oh, they're all gone. Cool. But when you look at what the Flames, they're doing a good job. Like Conroy's really doing a good job. You look at the amount of players, the quantity and the quality of players he's added to this organization in the past 3 seasons, specifically in the past 2 seasons. It's like that's going to pay off at some point. So.
All right, let us know how we did. If you made it this far in the show, leave us a comment. Who's your top 5 in the past 10 seasons? Enjoy the summer, everybody.
Hey, buddies. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Also, if you could throw in a like and subscribe, it does help us out with what it is we are doing. And check out more at flamesnation.ca.